Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. Today in this presentation we are going to see the phase lock loop application. We have seen earlier the PLL operating principles. Now we will see in this presentation the application of it. Another usage for PLL is frequency synthesis. That is, from a single accurate signal reference, a PLL may be used to derive number of new frequencies. The block diagram is shown below. In this block diagram, we have a reference oscillator, a phase comparator, a loop filter, a lag form, and the output given to the feedback through the VCO to the divide by n module, which is a program which divides the frequency by n. The signals are given back to the phase comparator, and again the cycle continues. The block from phase comparator to loop filter to VCO and divide by n program. So in this way we get n number of different frequencies in the output. So we may use this as PLL frequency synthesizer. The major change is in addition of a programmable divider between VCO and the phase comparator. The PLL can only remain in lock with the reference oscillator by producing the same frequency out of the divider. This means that VCO must generate a frequency n times higher than reference oscillator. We can use the VCO output as desired in output to change the output frequency. All that needs to be changed is divider ratio. Normally, a highly accurate and stable reference such as a quartz crystal oscillator is used. In this way, the newly synthesized frequencies will also be very stable and accurate. One example of an advanced digital PLL is the LTC6950. This device operates up to 1.4 GHz and has 5 outputs. Now the point to be discussed here is that the comparator is not eligible for having high bandwidths. So with above the range of this 1.4 GHz, comparator does not supports the frequency ranges, hence it forms a disadvantage. Coming back to this device, each of the output has an independently programmable divider and VCO clock cycle delay. The input reference frequency is set between 2 MHz and 250 MHz. This is decided by the circuitry. Due to the multiple outputs and syncing capabilities, this device can be used for large distributed systems that requires precisely control multiple clocks. Indeed, one device can be used to control several other LTC6950s for every large system. An example of this would be system making use of several high-speed, high-resolution analog to digital or digital to analog converters. The accuracy of this device depends greatly on very accurate and stable clocks. The PLL synthesizers alone has many applications such as radio receivers, televisions, mobile telephones, radio telephones, walkie-talkies, CB radios, cable television converter. So in this we have discussed only the main part, that is the frequency synthesizers, and this principle works in all of the applications. It can be also used in synthesizers, in satellites, receivers and GPS system. A frequency synthesizer may use the technique of frequency multiplication, frequency division and direct digital synthesis. frequency mixing and phase lock loops to generate the frequency. The stability and accuracy of the frequency synthesizer output and related to the stability and accuracy of the reference frequency input. Consequently, synthesizer use stable and accurate references. In practice, this type of frequency synthesizer cannot operate over a wide range of frequencies because the comparators have a limited bandwidth and may suffer from aliasing problems. This would lead to false locking situation of an inability to lock at all. In addition, it is hard to make a high frequency VCO that operates over wide range. This is due to several factors, but the primary restriction is limited capacitance range of the varactor diode. However, is the most system where the synthesizer used, we are not after a huge range but rather finite number over some defined range, such as number of radio channel in respective bands. So in this way, we have discussed along with many applications the PLL. Again, speaking about the PLL, we have different types in which we may change the circuitry and we can obtain the different distinguished characters. The first and second type routinely is a stand-alone architecture, that is, it is having direct analog synthesis called mixing filter divide and is found in earlier ICs in 1960s. Then the synthesizer is more modern, that is direct digital synthesizer. The third type are routinely used as communication system IC building blocks, indirect digital, that is PLL synthesizer. So if you see these three types, we are discussing the PLL, which is the recent and advanced type. Then a principle we have discussed in the earlier presentation. So same circuitry can be used to explain the working principle. You may refer the earlier slide of it. If the revision is to be obtained, we may discuss that it is a phase lock loop in a feedback control system, compares the phases of two input signal and produces an error signal that is proportional to the difference between their phases. The error signal is then low pass filtered and used to drive a voltage control oscillator which creates an output frequency. The output frequency is fed through a frequency divider back to the input of the system, producing a negative feedback loop. So this will help us to discuss the various applications. Again, capture range is also to be discussed here. So capture range is a range around F0 which is used for operating of the PLL, phase lock loop. So the capture range frequencies are also being considered here. Now the frequencies of the reference frequency and F0 are totally different. F0 is the operating frequency of the PLL, whereas the reference frequency is set by the input of the comparator, which is given by the reference comparator, that is the first block of the diagram, and then we obtain n number of frequencies. With this, we will conclude that there are various applications of PLL and the most commonly used is frequency synthesizer. In frequency synthesizer, we have seen the block diagram and the working of it and the devices which gives the operating of the IC. So with this, we will conclude my presentation. Thank you and please subscribe. You may also refer my previous presentations. The slides gives us the operating principles and the working of the PLL. Also the Wi-Fi timer which is also helpful